6 burgers coming straight up. We got stuff going on in the kitchen. Yeah, man. When you see it, it's an Atco trailer on the side of the highway. You're like, this place is supposed to be as good as it says it is. I gotta check this out. You walk in and you go, I watch it on their face. Wow, this is actually really nice. Well, yeah, and hey, and welcome to Scotty's. And they're usually like, what's going on here? Like, oh, this guy for real? You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, welcome. Come on in, you know. You order? Hope come with me. Come on. There he is. There he comes. See that? Holy moly, Hope. Hold on. Oh, I told you, Hope. Look at that flag going. Wow. Welcome to Scotty's. I'm Scotty. It's my little girl, Hope. She goes with hugs. That's how we roll. Welcome to the family.
When you're around Scott and Robin, you can't help but laugh and smile, and he'll make you feel like $1 million.
You seem like you're wiser, but still young at heart. So subtotal 10% off just because you're good looking. $37.75 is your total.
Amazing. The portion that you get, the quality of the food, the innovation of it, it's very unique.
Yeah? Hello and welcome to Scotty's. Have you ever been here before? Scotty's Burger Shack, we started that in 2017.
The original Burger Shack was, I think, a 16 by 16 foot little shack.
Once the summer was over, Linda wanted my dad to keep going, so she was saying how she wanted him to build a restaurant. And then 3 days later, the Burger Shack showed up.
It was a blessing, it was a gift to us. So it was put on my heart that as long as I'm in business, I'm gonna be in the business of giving. Just so you know, every time there's a financial transaction, we make a contribution to the Ronald McDonald House and the Kids with Cancer Society. It's our hope meter, and that's how we keep track.
We did that for the whole summer. We raised $6,000 for both charities.
Getting toasted. Middleweight for you. The bacon is, oh yeah, that bacon is nice. Nicely done. Let's get that right on there. Excellent.
A lot of people say Scotty's Burger Shack is kind of like coming home.
Blueberry all the way around?
Something where we can come together and help each other and support one another.
Him and Robin have done an amazing network, what they have done here. Like I see when I come every time, all the people, and I sit at the Burger Shack and just go, wow. And you watch the hope meter jump and jump and jump.
There we go, yay!
Incredible.
Simply, not only great food and great people, but what he's doing there, why he's doing it, just makes you not want to stop anywhere else, frankly.
Oh yeah, I'll try to catch you. Hey, whew. I can't catch you. Oh, you're so fast. Oh, I fell down. Catch Jordan.
It's amazing to think about how far my parents have come and our whole family, consider where we first came from. My dad lost his job at the time from this other place, and we were going up to rehab and GP because he had a drug addiction.
Early into recovery, our house burnt down. Jordan got cancer, and then our world crashed down.
7-year-old boy in Alberta who's battling stage 4 leukemia in the spring.
Jordan Cartwright.
Jordan Cartwright.
He's completed 9 months of aggressive chemotherapy, but the battle isn't over yet.
Do I just, yeah, I don't want to wreck it. I am Jordan Cartwright. I was battling stage 4 leukemia, which is a blood cancer. And then every day we'd have to, well, for 3 months straight, I had to stay in my room. And then for the other 9, every 15 minutes, then I could leave my room and then go back.
Oh, so when our little boy was 6 years old and he got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, high-risk acute lymphoblastic leukemia, he was looking death in the eye. My son, at 6 years old, faced mortality. And all that we could do was sit there at his bedside and pray and cry. There's nothing else that a father can do. You can't work your way through it. You can't fight your way through it. You can't pay your way through it. You cry and you pray.
When I was battling cancer, I couldn't go to restaurants, I couldn't go to like parks. I couldn't go to birthday parties. I couldn't even go in my house sometimes. I couldn't, well, I convinced my parents to let me go to school because I had to.
Jordan had 3.5 years of chemotherapy. He took chemo every day, over 1,700 different rounds of chemo, lumbar punctures, you name it. He knew his outcome could be catastrophic. At some points he would say, "Daddy, could you get me a cross for Christmas? A big one, a remembrance cross," he called it. And I said, "What's a remembrance cross?" He said, "Well, a way I can remember all my friends who died in the hospital." He's 7 years old when he said that. I mean, that boy, he's an old soul, you might say. Earlier in my life, I had lived in sin and in turmoil and struggling and hopelessness, utter hopelessness. And so when my boy got sick, I didn't feel like I deserved the love that was given to me. And then something happened, and I got shown love like I'd never been shown before. I started to get hopeful. And so with that, there was this heavy impression on my heart that I needed to do something to pay it forward. There, every time that there's a financial transaction, we make a contribution to the kids with cancer in the Ronald McDonald House. And that's been carrying on since we started. Now that was inspired when my 6-year-old son got diagnosed with leukemia.
When we say, you know, welcome to Scotty's, it just opens the floor for people to say, oh, well, I know someone that dealt with this kind of cancer. They feel more comfortable to share their story. There were so many families that we met, so many children that we met. That was therapy in itself, you know, because they know what you're going through.
By sharing the story that, you know, in our journey, other families' journeys, in sharing that story, we just hope that those stories can help inspire or motivate or insert hope to those who don't have it. And so there's just so much power in that. And it makes this ripple effect. And really, Scotty was the pebble. The more we can be outwardly sharing some of the struggles, but then some of the positive stuff too, it's gonna just keep that ripple effect going.
One thing we're always doing around here is making sure that it's tip-top, clean shape for our
Him and
customer.
Robin are both fighters. They've been through a lot, not just their journey with Jordan, but they've fought a lot in life just to come out on top. And
Scotty's been able to really pull together a community of people for love and support. He's just got a real heart of gold.
Yeah. Hey, so that's the new thing you gotta say.
Scotty Cartwright!
My dad had the good idea of starting Fight for Hope,
where they did the very, very big event where there was boxing.
Fight for Hope.
That's right, that's what it's called. It has a great name, and Scotty Cartwright says he felt compelled to do something for the people who he says saved his son Jordan's life.
The energy in the air for that event, I did attend it. It was amazing.
It took a massive influx of community to just give birth to this whole vision of hope through Fight for Hope, our Fight for Hope. I never did it alone. We couldn't have done it by ourselves.
Scotty, he asked me if I would be interested in doing the Fight for Hope, and it was a no-brainer. I'm like, you mean I get to do something physical, I get to raise money for kids, and I get to fight, like literally fight? Yes, I will do that.
It wasn't just a boxing match, it was literally just kind of fighting in honor for kids that fight a hard fight. So I fought in behalf of our daughter, Isabella. She went through a cancer journey a number of years ago, 8 years ago, with a brain tumor. What did I do? I had to become a boxer, an amateur boxer of Alberta. I had to go get my medical.
There was training.
Did 4 months of intense training. It was an amazing journey, and so I had done all my training and I was wanting to quit one day. It was like the week before I really wanted to quit because my nose was
oh man, I remember
really
that.
bad.
I was so upset because it was supposed to be just like sparring practice, and he came home and his nose looked like swollen and bloody, and I'm like, there's the hard part of it too that is hard, that a mom wears and a wife wears. So just when he was going to fight in honor of our daughter, it really touched my heart, and it really made me so proud of my husband.
But in particular, these children they can't pick their fight, the fight picks them. And we're going to show people that boxing is more than about just hitting each other. It's about fighting for the right things.
I had a brain tumor, basically a ball of tissue that formed. That went on for, I think, 7 years. The brain surgery took around 16 hours. And I had to stay in the hospital for a month and a half before I could even go back home, wait another like half a year before I could go back into school, which was really rough because basically all I could do is just sit and draw and watch a show, get up, use the bathroom, eat, watch a show. It's kind of just like the same thing. We went to Fight for Hope that Scotty had on. My mom was one of the fighters in there. Yeah, it was pretty cool to watch.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. I want you to keep your heads out and your punches up. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
First one was in Westlock. My dad fought a police officer for the boxing event, and he won. Then the second one, we raised $250,000 for the Ronald McDonald House and the Kids of Cancer Society. And my dad fought a firefighter, but he lost within 22 seconds on the first round. They're just like, no, you can't continue. And he got back up, he wanted to fight, and he wanted to keep going, but he got hit down pretty hard.
It says a combined group.
For Scotty to think of bringing the people that enjoy watching fights, that watching MMA or boxing or whatever, to get them involved and to that situation where they would donate and help fundraise and everything, I thought that was pretty ingenious, really.
I mean, Fight for Hope has so many different layers, so many different possibilities to it. It doesn't have to just be one specific thing or one specific group or one specific network. It's like, they always say the peeling back of the onion, but maybe the unfolding of a flower. And then you get this beautiful vision of what God's hope really is.
Through all that and just seeing the love, and that's what brought us to Fight for Hope, because we had such gratitude because we did come from nothing, and to be given so much and so much hope and so much love is something that's gonna humble yourself and put your pride away and say thank you.
Right now, currently, we struggle. We're not perfect. Life's not easy. There's lots of fears, lots of doubts, like everybody else in the world. The restaurant industry is a difficult industry. But man, we're more free today than we've ever been because of the journey that we've been on. I want to thank each and every one of my customers and community members and all of you out there for showing up for one another. This community of humanity that has rallied around Scotty's Burger Shack, Fight for Hope, sick kids, the love for one another, the MMA, the boxing world, just all of it. It is unbelievable. It is something set apart, like this beautiful heart-shaped jigsaw puzzle that just all come together and created this wonderful, loving group of individuals that just show up for one another.
Round of applause, guys. Stay in, they want to give you a... I fought the law, and I won. Right home, brother.
Father used to smoke a lot, but he quit. He's always there for me in a pinch. Mom, she always cheers me up and helps me through the day. That's the start of my family.
And if you really want to try our burgers, you can come. And if you really don't want to, you're missing out. Because it's the best thing ever.
On a road trip and a mountain we climbed. Went to the worldwide water park, but I was too small for the rides. We're gonna drive to the ocean to see the Like to ride my bike to the park. Play with Lego, dinosaurs, and cars. I am 7 and math is my favorite subject in school. My name is Jordan, how do you do? I am funny and play games a lot. I like to watch movies, especially SpongeBob. I am Jordan and I have cancer and I am strong. And that's the end of my family song. I am Jordan and I have cancer and I am so strong. And that's the end of